Hello, everyone, and welcome to this level 2 flow class. We're going to be doing a lot of movement in this class. This class is going to be designed to sort of wind you down after your day. So prepare to have some fairly active work, and then we'll slow it down and take it easy towards the end of class. Thanks for watching as always. And of course, Hannah Dosa right here. I'm Whitney. Sarah's in the room. Laura's in the room. But let's go ahead and get started. Close your eyes and bring your hands to the tops of your thighs with your palms facing up. Bring your mind into your breath. And follow your breath into your body. Start to settle your consciousness into your limbs. Press down firmly with the tops of your shins as you root through your sitting bones. Spring your belly in and up and draw your sideways towards your head as you drop your shoulder blades in towards the midline. Let them settle down your back ribs. Inhaling, bring the middle fingertip of your right hand to your heart center. And connect that touch to your breath. And as you feel that touch and connect to your breath, tune into a beautiful feeling, something that when you think about it, you feel expansive. One way that we are taught to know whether we are coming from a position of intuition or just impulse is when it comes time to make a decision, does that decision make you feel expansive, chest broadening, opening? Or does it make you collapse inward so that your chest sort of shrinks, your collarbones move in towards one another? Focus on feeling that expansive, open feeling. As you do so, picture a glowing white light, a light of yes, rather than a restrictive light of red. And exhaling, lower your right hand. Inhaling, bring your hands up to the side of your head. And as you exhale, gather up the events of your day. And decide, set your intention to be in the present moment for your practice. Inhale with your hands together. Exhaling, draw them down into your heart center. Draw your consciousness into your body. connected with that white light, that feeling of expansiveness. Inhaling, bring your hands up to the side of your head again. Exhaling, bring your hands together, removing all distraction from your focus on your practice. Inhale. Exhaling, connect to your heart. Do this 2 more times. Moving with your breath. Keeping a steady pace. Turning this concentrating effort into a kind of a flow. But not a hurried one. Just a steady movement. And holding your hands at your heart center, take an inhalation, and let's begin practice with 3 ohms. Om. 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 Bow your head as you exhale, opening your mind with a feeling of humility. And keeping your awareness at your heart, lift your chin, slowly open your eyes, release your hands, sweep across your legs, take your arms out to the side, bring your hands up and overhead, interlace your fingers, and draw your palms towards the ceiling as you drop your chin to your chest. As you breathe down through your sitting bones, lift up through your belly and your side waist. And lift your shoulder blades and spread them around to the front of your body. Undo your interlace, stretch your hands out to the side of the room, drawing the shoulder blades away from your ears. Let them follow down the back of the body as you bring your hands to your side. Lift up with your chin and twist to the right. Inhale, come back to center. And exhaling, twist over to the left. And inhaling, come back to center. And straighten your legs. Bring the top of your sacrum in towards the body as you let your sitting bones move under you and stretch your heels away from the belly as you lift and spread your toes. Contract and release your quadriceps 9 times. After 9 quad pumps, bring your feet together into Baddha Konasana. And hold on to your feet. Root down through your sitting bones and lean forward onto your sitting bones slightly as you roll your legs backward. Pull up on your feet as you drop your shoulder blades away from your ears. And separate your feet and spread your legs out widely from one another. Bring your hands to the top of your right thigh. Keeping the right leg relaxed, waggle leg back and forth. Not even necessary to keep the foot active while you're doing this. And stop. And come over to your left side, waggle. Then bring your feet back together into Baddha Konasana. Press in with the soles of the feet, stretch out with the knees, lift up with the belly and the side waist. Draw the shoulder blades away from your ears. And open your feet like a book. Then bring your hands to the tops of your thighs, bend your knees. Externally rotate the legs as you draw the knees away from the hips. And close your feet, close your knees, straighten your legs, and contract and release your quadriceps 3 more times. And come onto your back. Make sure that you can take your hands overhead and also take them out into a T position. And bring your hands up and over your head. And exhaling, stretch your heels and your fingertips away from each other as you lift your belly up. Pause as you inhale and do 2 more full body extensions, working, flowing with your breath. As much length to the entire body as you possibly can. And after 3 full body extensions, bend your legs to 90, 90, 90. Place your hands behind your head and take your elbows up towards the ceiling. Find the anterior tilt of your pelvis and lift your belly in and up. And exhaling, draw your shoulder blades up off the ground, taking your elbows towards the ceiling without shortening the distance between your ribs and your hips. Activate your feet. That's it. And exhaling, lower your shoulder blades down to the ground and bring your feet back down to the ground. And take your hands back up overhead. Straighten your legs. And now, keeping your legs straight, take them up into a 90-degree angle with the body. And find the anterior tilt of your pelvis as you lift your belly towards your chin. Activate your feet, and keeping your feet active, start to lower the legs towards the mat. bringing them down to the point where you can no longer control the anterior tilt of the pelvis. Once you get there, hold for 3 breaths. Belly and sideways lifting up, feet staying active, legs together. And after 3 breaths, bend your knees in towards your chest to release the low back. And then lower the feet to the mat, straighten your legs. And take the legs back up into a 90-degree. All right, let's do that again. Lift the belly, stretch your fingertips away from your head, and start to lower your active feet towards the mat. See if you can go down a little bit further than you did last time and have the now more stimulated core muscles. Keep everything in control. Hold for 3 breaths. And after 3 breaths, bend your knees in. Yeah, if you need to give yourself a little sacral rock there, go ahead and give yourself a little sacral rock there. And then bring the legs down. And let's do that one more time. Take your legs up, take your arms overhead. And as you stretch your fingertips away from the body, draw your feet away from the stretch of your arms. Either go down to where you just were or try to find a little bit lower place. Hold for 3 breaths. And then bend your knees into chest. And everyone, go ahead and keep your knees into chest. Capture your legs. Roll back and forth in either direction to give yourself a little sacral rock. A little extra release for the quadratus lumborum. And roll over to your right side all the way. And come up and around into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Find that anterior tilt of your pelvis again, drawing your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. And press your heels down towards the mat. And bring your legs together and lower yourself down into Palakasana, plank pose. And press down strongly to spread your shoulder blades apart from one another. And without rounding your back, lift your spine through the spread of your shoulder blades. And keep that spread of the shoulder blades as you lift your hips up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your feet to hips width apart again. Inhaling, look forward. Walk the feet forward. Bring your hands together. Bend your knees. And spring up, contracting your quadriceps and lifting your belly. Spread your arms out and bring your hands back to your heart center. And keep the lift and spread of your toes as you bring your hands up into Saguaro Cactus for Garudasana. And draw your right hand or your hands in towards the midline, spreading your shoulder blades all the way. Bring your left arm on top. Bring your palms together, or bring either hand to your medial borders of your shoulder blades. Draw the arms into the socket as you spread the shoulder blades away from one another. Contract the musculature, the serratus anterior, behind the shoulder blade so that the muscles on the outside of the back release and allow the shoulder blades to move away from one another and around to the front of the body. Now unwind your arms. Come back into Saguaro Cactus. Then come back in towards the midline, spreading the shoulders all the way and taking your right arm on top. Make a fist with your right hand and a cup with your left, and push down on that fist with your left hand to bring your palms closer to one another. Lift your elbows up to the height of your collarbones and draw your hands back towards your head. Do the same actions here. Move the arms into socket and contract the muscles underneath the shoulder blade. Let the muscles on the surface of the back to release. So the shoulder blades draw away and wrap around the front. And release. If you use a strap for Gomukhasana, find your strap for Gomukhasana. Hold the strap in your left hand. And take your left arm up and overhead. Give yourself a pat on the back for doing a yoga class today. And take your right arm out to the side, turn your right thumb down, and bring your right arm up and around your back. Lift up with your left arm and wrap it around to the front of the body as you draw your right shoulder blade in towards the spine. Let it float down the back. Your right side should feel expansive in the front. Your left side should feel expansive in the back. And pick up your left arm. Unwind your right arm, change sides with your strap, and take your right arm up and around. Turn your left thumb down and bring that arm under and then up. And flip the actions. Move the right shoulder blade away from the spine and forward, creating a sense of expansion on the right backside as you draw your left shoulder blade in towards the spine and down the back of the body, creating openness in the front of the chest. And take your right arm up, unwind your left arm, set your strap aside. Let's go into a couple of rounds of Surya Namaskar. So go forward to the head of your mat. Bring your hands together into Namaste prayer position. Press down through your heels. Lift your belly and lift your toes. And in exhaling, look down into your heart center. Inhaling, shift your hips forward and bring your hands up and overhead. And exhaling, bend your knees and fold forward. Inhaling, look forward. And exhaling, step your right leg back. Take your right knee down. Tuck your right foot back. And draw your right hip towards your inner left knee as you inhale and lift through both sideways, lift through the belly, lift up through the sternum, and look up, opening the throat, but not crunching the back of the neck. Keep the back of the neck long. Exhale and step back into Palakasana again. Create length from your heels out through your sternum. Look forward and spread your shoulder blades. And as you spread your shoulder blades, lift the spine up and take the round out of the knee. Bend your knees, lift your hips, draw your elbows forward, and come on down into Ashtanga Namaskar. Tuck your toes back as you land. Inhale and slide forward through Sarvasana. Keeping your shoulder blades where they are. Exhale and look down. And set both pinky toes to the earth. Contract your glutes, lift your belly. And inhaling, press up into Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Drawing your spine into the body and drawing your hands back to open and create expansion in the ribs. Draw your shoulder blades away from your ears. Exhaling, tuck the toes under and lift your hips up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Draw the sitting bones and the heels away from one another. Inhaling, look forward, and exhaling, step the right leg forward, bring the left knee down. Draw your left hip towards your inner right knee and lift your belly and look up and open the throat. Step your left leg forward. And before you come into the deep knee bend, press down through your heels and take your sitting bones towards the ceiling. And now bend the knees deeply, bring the hands together, lift your toes and spring upward with the lift of your arches, the contraction of your quadriceps. Take your hands back overhead and bring your hands back into the Inhaling, bring your hands up overhead again into Ardha Chandrasana, and exhaling, bend your knees, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, look forward. And exhaling, step your left leg back. Take your left knee down. And inhale, draw the lower body forward and down as you lift the upper body up. And draw your spine inward to bring a little back into it. Exhaling, step back into Palakasana. Find the lift of the belly and the extension of your side waist as you inhale, and exhaling, come into Ashtanga Namaskar, the drop down. As you land in Ashtanga Namaskar, sneak the chin forward just a little bit, making contact with the mat to open your throat any amount more. And inhaling, slide forward, bring your hips down and expand across your chest. Exhaling, look down. And press your pinky toes into the earth, contract your glutes, lift your belly, and press up, Bhujangasana. Draw your kidneys towards your sternum and then loop them around the back into their home base. Tuck your toes under and exhale up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your chin to your chest, look at your belly. Inhaling, look forward. Exhaling, step your left leg forward. Bring your right knee down. And inhaling, lift the upper body up and back as the lower body moves forward and down. Step your right leg forward. And feel the stretch from your sitting bones through your heels. Before you bend your knees, bring your hands together and inhale up into Ardha Chandrasana. Very nice. And bring your hands back to your heart center. Let's go again. Exhaling, look down into your heart. Inhaling, lift your hands up and overhead. And exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, look forward, draw your spine into the body, Urdhva Uttanasana, and exhaling, step your right leg back, Anurasana. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, Palakasana, plank pose. Take an inhalation and exhaling, come into Ashtanga Namaskar. Drop down. Inhaling, slide forward. Exhaling, move down. Set the legs, set the glutes, lift the belly, and press up. Inhaling, Bhujangasana. Draw the shoulder blades away from your ears and keep the back of the neck long as you open the throat. Tuck your toes under and exhaling, move up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look at the belly. Inhaling, keep the sitting bones of the heels moving away from one another as you look forward, and exhaling, step your right leg forward, bring your left knee down. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, step your left leg forward. Bring your hands together, bend your knees, and inhaling, lift up. And bring your hands back down to your heart. To do the 7-breath version on this side, so you're going to go straight from plank into Ashtanga Namaskar and straight from Sarvasana up into Bhujangasana. Exhaling, look down into your heart center. Inhaling, lift your hands up and overhead, Ardha Chandrasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Exhaling, look forward, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhaling, step back, left leg, bring your left knee down. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, step back into Palakasana, plank pose. Immediately bend your knees, lift your hips, and come into the drop down. Inhaling, slide forward through Sarvasana, and once you get there, keep going. Move on up into Bhujangasana. Tuck your toes under and exhale up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, look forward. Exhaling, step your left leg forward, bring your right knee down. And inhaling, look up. Exhaling, step your rear leg forward. And to bring your hands together, bend your knees. Inhale, come back up. And exhaling, bring your hands back into your heart center. With that contact on your sternum, return to your feeling of expansiveness. And then 3 times, gather the mind. Collecting any wandering thoughts. Gathering up any rising energy that has come from the 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar. Regaining focus from thoughts of dinner. Stay in focus. After you've done 3 mental centerings, bring your hands down to your side. Stand Tadasana. Then turn towards the long edge of your mat. Let's go into some standing poses. Set breaks up on either side of the mat and stand in the center. In Tadasana, your toes lifted and spread your weight back into your heels. Inhaling, bring your hand into jumping position. Exhaling, bend your knees. Inhaling, step or jump out. 1.5 to 5 feet. Turn your right leg out and step your left foot in 25 to 30 degrees. Press down strongly through all four corners of both feet and lift the toes. Lift your belly and bring your right hand down to your block, keeping your left hip lifted up. The left ilium right here, continually moving up to draw your right sitting bone under the pose. Move your right hip and your right armpit away from one another as you look up at your left hand. And press down to the outside of the left foot to come on up and out. Turn your feet back to the midline and step your left leg out, turn your right leg in. Lift and spread the toes on both feet. And as you come down, keep moving your right ilium up and away from your inner left heel. And keep drawing that left sitting bone under the pose. Press down with your hand on the block. Lift up with your hand in the air and draw your shoulder blades away from the midline. Press down to the outside of your right foot to spring you up and out of the pose. Turn your feet back to neutral and widen your stance. Our next standing pose is Parshva-Konasana. Turn your right leg out and your left leg in. Lift and spread the toes on both feet. And as you exhale, bend your right knee and bring your hand down to your support. Turn your support down 1 degree. And take your left arm up and overhead. Now, same thing here. Lift this ilium up and towards the left foot so that you can bring the right sitting bone under the pose. Notice how that rotates the navel. Move your quad back towards your hamstring. Yes, hamstrings, exactly. And then move all of those muscles down through your legs. Press down to the outside corner. Notice how that activates the back leg even stronger. And lift up. Turn back towards the midline. And change sides. Turn your left leg out, step your right leg in. And think about, before you come down, think about what you were doing with that back leg at the end of the pose. And keep it happening as you bend your left knee. Keep it happening on the right leg. Resisting back. Bring your hand down to your lower support and take your right arm up and over your head. Find that movement of the left sitting bone under, right ilium lifting up so the belly turns, and then stretch out from the midline through the fingertips, through the outer right foot, and inhaling, bring yourself up and out. Turn the feet back towards the midline and step or jump the feet back together. Nicely done.
Thank you.
All right. And then come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, I believe. Yes, it's true. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Here in Adho Mukha Svanasana, find that spread of your shoulder blades again and allow your shoulder blades to move towards your head. But as you do that, allow the neck to relax so that you're not creating a tension as the shoulder blades move towards the head. And inhaling, keep your legs hips width apart as you start to bring yourself down into a plank again, Palakasana. As you come into your plank, bring your inner elbows forward, facing away from the body, and continue to lower the hips down into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, keeping the belly lifted. Now draw the shoulder blades away from the ears as you move your heels back. Exhale and lift up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana again. Now, inhaling, lower the hips and come on back down into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Keep the belly lifting. And once you cross that midline of the plank pose, really start to draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. Keep the belly lifting and open, expand across the chest without crunching the low back. Exhaling, lift up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, allowing the shoulder blades to spread and lift. And inhaling, come on down one more time into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And come on down into a tabletop. Sit back on your heels. And find the supports that you had for Dandasana at the start of class. And we're going to do a couple of rounds of our twist today. And our twist for today is Ardha Baddha Padmasana. This is the one that potentially requires 2 straps, one for both legs. So if you do have 2 straps, find 2 straps. And if you don't, we will show a modification. So start off in Dandasana. And from Dandasana, bend your left leg and cross it over the top of your right thigh. Now bring your left hand around the back of the body. See if you can hold on to your left foot with your left hand. If you can't, place the strap around the top of your left ankle and hold on to both ends of the strap with your left hand around the back. And stretch forward with your right hand, capturing the inside of your right foot with your right hand. If you cannot do what Hannah D here is doing, you can bring your hand to the inside of your leg like this, or if you have 2 straps, strap at your heel, hold on to the strap, like so. Using the invisible straps that we ordered. I'm sorry, they only happen at the studio during the quarantine. So when we reopen, we have to return the invisible straps. All right. So anyway, hold on to your foot. All right, and now press down through both sitting bones equally and pull on both straps strongly. The pull and the root is the root of the pose. Lift your belly and sideways and twist to the left. Inhaling, come back to center. Straighten your left leg and cross your right leg over the top of your left thigh. And do whatever you did on the first side on the second side. Hold on to the strap of the right foot or the strap and lean forward to capture the inside of the left foot. Keep that left foot active, internally rotating as you press down through both sitting bones and pull on the feet to lift the belly and the sideways and turn to the right. And notice how much lift you can get here. You want to not be collapsing, curving in on this side. And as close to upright as you can get is where we want to be. And inhaling, come around. And let's do that again. Cross your left leg over, hold on to your left foot, and reach forward to get your right hand. Ignore that weird Alfred Hitchcock shadow on the door. And now press down through your sitting bones. Pull on your legs, your feet, and lift up. Notice if you can get more lift this time. Yes, Hannah does, exactly. And bring as much length to the right side waist as the left side waist. Yeah, and twist into that space. Draw the shoulder blade away from your ear. And move your right kidney in. Inhaling, come out and around. And let's do the right side. Press your right leg over. Hold on to the strap with your right hand. Hold on to your left foot with your left hand. Press down through the sitting bones. Pull on your feet. Lift up through your sideways. Lift up through your belly. Try to come upright into the pose and twist to the right. Yeah, Laura Stevens, that looks great. Can't beat doing a twist twice. All right, and endeavor to keep the root and the lift as you inhale and come out of the twist. Nice and slowly, consciously, and expansively. Well done. All right. Set your pads aside, set your straps aside, and come onto your belly with your legs hips width apart. Your hands to the side of your chest. If you're feeling any low back pain here, you can take your legs out even wider. Just don't go past the width of the mat. And now internally rotate your legs to set your pinky toes on the ground, but stretch your big toes back towards the short edge of the mat. Contract your glutes and lift your belly. And inhaling, press up into Bhujangasana. Draw your shoulder blades away from your ears. That's it, Hannah Dosa. A little bit more shoulder blades, Laura Stevens, if you can get them. Yeah, exactly. And exhaling. Pull the hands back as you come down to keep the body long. Recheck the set of your feet and contract your glutes. Lift your belly up and prepare to come up again. And inhaling, press up into your cobra, drawing your shoulder blades away from your ears as you draw the heels of your hands back towards the body. Open the ribs as you expand across the chest, connecting to that feeling of your meditation. And then keep drawing the hands backwards as you exhale and lower down. Let's do that one more time. Set the legs, stretch the toes back, or big toes back away from the head while keeping the pinky toes on the ground. And inhaling, lift up, drawing the hands back and the shoulder blades away from the ears. Now move the kidneys in towards the body, up towards the sternum, and loop them around the back of the body, back into the kidneys, creating an adrenal energizing flow through the chest. Exhaling, keep drawing the hands back, bringing length to the body as you descend. Beautiful work. All right. Then roll over onto your back. Find your strap. And for our cool down this evening, we're going to do 2 3-breath rounds of Supta Uttasana. So bend your right knee in, place the strap at the top of your right heel, and take your right leg up towards the ceiling. Holding for 3 breaths, draw your right hip forward and your right sitting bone down towards the ground to help release the quadratus lumborum. After 3 breaths, bend your right knee, lower your right leg, and take your left leg up. And feel this more as a hip balancing, back releasing action than a hamstring stretching, quad squeezing action. Bend your left knee, lower your left leg, and take the right leg up again. And let's just hold for 2 breaths this time. Continue to work in this pose as a flow, like we've been doing throughout the rest of class. Feel the movement and the actions and move on. And after you bring your left leg down the second time, bend both knees into chest, keep your head on the ground, capture your knees with your arms, holding onto your elbows if you can. And let's give a little extra love to the low back by doing a sacral rock to either side. Give yourself a little hip massage on the outside of the thigh. Now straighten your legs. Take your arms up overhead. Do 3 full body extensions. After 3 full body extensions, prepare for Shavasana. And as you move into Shavasana, give yourself a few little adjustments here. First, pick up your hips and draw your sitting bones away from the body. Bring yourself down flat. And pick up your right leg and scoot the right heel away from the body and bring the right leg into a slight external rotation. The same over on your left side. And pick up your shoulder blades and scoot them just subtly, not grossly, away from the body. Let your right arm have a subtle external rotation so the shoulder blade moves away from the ear. Do the same with the left. And pick up your head and draw it away from the body. Tilt your nose and chin up just slightly. So there's a nice curve in the back of your neck. And bring your awareness to your breath. Let your exhalations be longer than your inhalations. Notice how that self-adjustment in Shavasana brought more openness, more expansiveness into the chest, into the front of the body, allowing for greater release, greater feeling of dissolve here in Shavasana. Now bring your awareness back to your breath. Once your breath comes into a natural balance, Bend your right knee and place your right foot on the mat. Let your left leg come up to meet your right. Then exhaling, roll over to your right side, using your right arm as a prop or pillow for your head. And exhaling, come sitting up in a comfortable position. Bring your hands to your heart center. Draw your shoulder blades in towards the spine and let them float down the back of the body. And as you feel that feeling of expansiveness, let's close our class with 3 Om. Exhaling, bow your head. Connecting to your heart center with a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for your own commitment to your practice. Gratitude for that practice itself. And gratitude for the spirit within. Inhaling, lift your chin. Slowly open your eyes. And then release your hands. Namaste.